Hey, this is Martin from Abacus Whiskers, and this is a look at our pro version of our grade book. It's very similar to the free version that we've got, the standard version, but this has got a few extra features that you might want to pay for. Okay, so this is the overview page, and at the moment it doesn't have a lot because it's a blank grade book. So the second sheet across is the grade book. And you can put your class, subject, grade, whatever up there, academic year, whatever information you want to put up there. Important rows, important row is here, and this is going to be the name of the assessments. So I'm just going to call this one quiz 1, and I'm going to call this one homework 1. You can call them whatever you want, but and then assessment 1, just so we've got a few. This one's going to have a maximum score, so I'm going to set a maximum score, and that's going to help work out percentages and things. That's going to have 20, this one 30, and this one 50. So next I want to work out what a high score would be, a medium score, and a low. That helps with the colour coding in a minute. And you can delete that if you don't want it. So on the quiz, I think anything 15 and above is high, medium is 10, low 5. Homework, let's do 20, 10 and 5, a bit more lenient. And the assessment 40, 30, 20. Okay, so now we've set the name of each of those 3 assessments that they've done, and we need to put the student names in. So let's go for the imaginatively named student 1, student 2, and student 3. In fact, let's do 5, student 4 and student 5. So I've tried to design it so that you don't need to put anything in the grey boxes. They'll auto populate for you. You can change the names of these if you want, and you put the assessments up there, and you enter the grades in the blue rows along here. So student 1 on the quiz got 15. Okay, on the homework they got 25, and on the assessment actually didn't do so well, they got say 29. Okay, so now you'll see that it has worked out the average for the class average. At the moment it's just old student 1's averages, but it's worked out the percentage for each assessment for student 1, and it's given them a overall percentage, average percentage, and then it's translated that to a letter grade, and that is done through this table here that you can alter if you want. So I think in the UK you might go for the new GCSE numbering system, or you might have letters, and you can adjust those. And what it does is it takes this percentage and looks on here and sees if it can where would it fit, and it assigns that letter grade. Okay, so you can have those boundaries however you want. Student 2 got 10, then on the homework got 25, and the assessment nailed it, got 50. Okay, so actually now overall, even though they did badly on that first one, their grade is better than student 1. Let's quickly fill some more in. 20 out of 20, that's pretty good. 30 out of 30, I mean this was A plus, nailed everything. 15, well, let's go 14, 13 and 15, and student 5 is going to get 5 and 6 and 7. Okay, so you can see the color coding in action here. So if they are in the high band, it's green. Between mid and high, it is the kind of yellowy color. Then between mid and low is the orangey color, and then low is red. Okay, that's the kind of color banding that's going on. So now we've got a class average, and it's got the letter grade average and the percentage average. It's got the average percentage for each of the assessments, as well as the average score. This sheet now is much more useful. It's got your average percentages on a graph, on a chart there, and your grade distribution, and also the number of students who are hitting each of the grade boundaries. Okay, and then in a similar way to our free grade book, it pulls through and creates a personalized progress chart for each of the students. Okay, and so the names will update here depending what is in the grades. So if it's renamed student 1 to Mark, you can see it's Mark there. So here what you could do is print out, set it to maybe 8 per page, print, get them trimmed out, trimmed down and given to each child or each student. Okay, let's just rename that. So student 1, student 1, there we go. So the class report is the same as our free version, and then we've got the individual report. Okay, so you can select a student, it then pulls through their grades, it also has the class averages there as well, and then it plots it on the graph, and that way you can see student 1 is actually been above average and then actually dipped a little bit below the class average in that final assessment. And then you can go through those ones and you can see them individually. Student 3, look at that, with his 100% record across, or her 100% record, 4 dipping down. Okay, so that's quite a nice individual report sheet. Is the kind of big upgrade on our free one. Okay, as well as allowing more assessments across the top, and also we've got 100 students programmed in. So on the class report page, you can have up to 100 students, and it will auto populate those charts from that data. So it's for some it'll be a worthy upgrade on our free version.